Oh, it looks
Okay.
live.
It looks live.
Oh my goodness. Hi, friends. I'm sorry.
We got one more step to go in the group.
Okay, well, this has been 30 riveting seconds for whoever is
There
seeing.
we go.
We thank you for your patience
We
as
are in the group too. Hi, everyone.
hi, friends. It's great to be here with you live on this Friday evening, November 22nd. I think that's right. Let's check. Yes.
You came here for us to tell you the date. Hi, everyone. All right.
Well, we are here this evening or this morning or afternoon, whatever your time zone is, to share with you an invitation to join Christopher and I on Saturday, November 23rd, live for free on Zoom, where together we can gather. And you're welcome to come with your cameras on or off and experience in real time an incredible 15-minute efficiency qigong practice called Jumpstart Your Energy. And why we're hosting this live tomorrow is that for many of us, either coming starting a new practice or returning to an old friend practice for the first time or in a while, it is that first step that can really be the hardest step. And in this world of, there is such an abundance of self-pace yoga and qigong classes, which is amazing. You can, go to YouTube and find amazing practices on demand. There is something to be said about coming together live in real time.
Well, Daniela and I are passionate about finding accessible ways to tap into great health. Vibrant health and well being is the foundation of a happy life. It's that simple. And we love teaching Qigong because Qigong means the cultivation of energy. And so this 15-minute practice is the beginning of kickstarting your own life energy. Every one of you remembers times when you felt vibrantly alive. And yet, for many of us, especially as we age, everything starts to weigh us down. Relationships and diet and not getting the sleep and stress, tension, worry, all this starts to just become like a weight on our shoulders, which feels like a weight on our smile. And we start to feel more serious and more tense, and that life is less fun. So it's kind of like your phone, when it gets low battery, it's like 10%, like switching to power saving mode. Many of us are at low battery power saving mode. And so we are always looking for the ways that we can really help you plug in and find that access point, find a way to get something started, to build a little momentum so that you can choose perhaps to do some things that will help you a little bit more. And we've been calling this great energy. And Daniela, you're sharing about how great energy leads to happiness. Tell us more about why great energy has become the phrase that.
Well, if you think about it, friends, you probably can find yourself in this. What's one of it's almost like a highest compliment, and not meant even as a compliment. If you have an interaction with someone and you step away, have you ever found yourself saying or hearing someone say, they just have great energy? And these individuals in our lives are really reflecting back to us our potential of of great energy. Every single one of us has this potential to just radiate great energy. It's almost like it when you if and you all know, right? There's so many in your life you can say, "Oh, it's not that great energy isn't the result of having an easy life or having, an easy path. It means the physical layers of your body are in good harmony and balance, that your energy inside is moving freely, that these are thoughts that you wouldn't be having perpetually when you have great energy. You're not thinking things like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm just exhausted all the time. When you're taking proper care of your physical body, it's like Christopher uses the example often in classes, you're finding where that kink in a hose is so that the current can start moving freely again. So we love, first and foremost, helping you to feel one shift in your energy in your physical body, in the physical layer. So ask yourself, like, which box would you check? Like, most recently, my energy in my body has felt, would you say poor? Would you say mediocre? Would you say fair? Would you say good? Or would you say great? And wherever you're at, there is you can take one step. We can help you to take one step from poor to fair, or from poor to mediocre, from mediocre to fair, from fair to good, and good to great. And those steps are the result. Great energy isn't something that you have to go out and cultivate. It's something that you are with steady practices. And it's really our passion and joy to help you to find practices, especially in the arena of Qigong, that are fun, that you would look forward to, and most importantly, are efficient. So we have very carefully and intentionally designed a series of 15-minute jumpstart your energy practices so that you can actually feel in your own direct experience an undeniable shift in your energy, that in just 15 minutes you will definitely feel your energy to be better. And when your energy in your body shifts from to, all right, we're in the good region, moving to great energy, it ripples out into the way you think and perceive. The degrees of gratefulness you feel effortlessly increase. Your patience with yourself, others, and world events increases. Like, all of these are the effects of the cultivation and removing the barriers to great energy. So we're not going to teach you anything about here's how to get great energy. We're going to help you remove the barriers within that simply are blocking it.
And Qigong itself has roots in Chinese medicine. There are over 3,000 different styles of Qigong in the world. That's documented. There's probably 10 times that many informal styles. And Daniela and I are seeking to bring contemporary, practical exercises and understandings so that it really helps, so that it helps those of us who are living in the modern time in the West, who have busy lives, we have families, we have jobs, we have a lot of engagements. And so these practices don't need to take hours. You really, in a few minutes, as Daniela is saying, you can start to move yourself in one step further, one step further. And we thought that Saturday would be great. Saturday is our Qigong teacher training day for those of us in the larger coursework. And so at noon Eastern time tomorrow, we'll lead this 15-minute practice live. And we also recorded it. So if you go to learnqigong.com, you can sign up either for the recording or for the live. It's completely free. And we're just so thrilled to be bringing this out and to have so many of you be enthusiastic about joining and about learning, about coming to know yourself, coming to know your own system, and how you can fine-tune things a little bit so that you can really live the highest expression of the life that you are.
So what you can expect if you're going to join us tomorrow is right at noon we'll get started, and at 12:15 we'll have completed the Jumpstart Your Energy practice. This qigong practice is literally designed for everybody can experience this and feel successful in it. You can do this practice seated or standing, and we'll help you to make any adjustments. There's not like a lot of up and down, and it's just accessible for everyone, and that's really important to us. And then afterwards, you're welcome to head on out, go on to the next aspect of your day, or you can stay on, and we'll have some Q&A if anybody has any questions or anything about your experience in the practice or want to learn a little bit more about Qigong. We really love helping brand new beginners to Qigong and those that are returning to their practice or looking to evolve. Perhaps you're a yoga student who would love to take first new steps into another modality that complements yoga so beautifully. So it's really just our joy to be there with you live in real time and to help you have a really wonderful experience with this.
Super.
Yeah.
So if you're curious, learnqigong.com, leave your email address and we'll send you the link.
It's that simple? That's how they get the Zoom link?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just go to learnqigong.com.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we also have a recording too. So if you're not there live, we'll send you a link to the version we made that you can do anytime on your own. And then we have longer classes. Each Sunday morning we lead a full-length Qigong class, and then Daniela follows it with the Sacred Sunday Forgiveness and Reconciliation Meditations, which is much more beautiful than I just made it sound. What else, honey? Anything?
Well, we said, okay, we'll just go chat for 15 minutes.
Well, it's only been 12 and a half.
Are there any questions? Is anyone here?
Yeah, because of the way the streaming works, we won't see questions from people in the group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we won't see the count or anything.
Well, I don't mean count. If there's like even one person with a question, I'd love to answer that.
It says there are 4 with us.
Oh my goodness, how exciting.
Yeah. So leave a comment if you're here. Whoops. We're so glad to see you all. We'll probably see the comments afterwards too. So I called this Friday night fireside chats. Daniela's actually near her wood stove. I'm not actually fireside. We live in the Ithaca region, the upstate New York region, and today it got white for the first time. So the wood stove is especially delightful. Anything else from you?
No, come tomorrow, friends. Like, oftentimes you can feel something within you in the space between your thoughts, whispering, speaking, and eventually it sometimes gets louder or more insistent, that there's something we can be doing to support the nourishment of our bodies, our minds, our hearts, our souls, that maybe we have stepped aside from. There's something in you that is communicating. There's an area of nourishment for your well-being that is really important you pay attention to. And we do know that our culture, especially here in the West, has unfortunately a more sedentary lifestyle than is optimal for our well-being. And movement is an essential foundation for whole being well-being. Christopher and I have been students and educators in the arena of physical, mental, emotional well-being for many years. And each year in, I feel for myself and see with students how foundational, how essential daily gorgeous care of the physical self is essential for the mental and emotional and spiritual well-being. We can have hits of great energy in the mind with insights and epiphanies. We can have bursts of like heart opening magnificence and brilliance, and we can feel very soul inspired and soul led, all in hits. And yet, what allows us the capacity to sustain great energy in the mental, emotional, spiritual domain is great energy in the physical domain. So when we neglect the physical domain and focus on the others, we won't sustain great energy overall. And we actually really love supporting spiritual seekers, that it's not uncommon nor unusual, though those who are many are really drawn to incredible spiritual insights of the mind and heart expanding experiences through meditations and journeying, etc., that sometimes it's the physical layer that we come to last, and it's necessary and essential. So we really love also helping not just those new to qigong, but spiritual seekers who are ready to take on. I must care for my physical well-being as much as I am attending to my mind, my heart, and my soul. So
let's begin together.
yeah,
That's
I would
beautiful.
love to sit around and just read and study and
Right.
enjoy meditate. Like seriously, yeah, it's a everyday, okay, we're doing this, we're taking care of the body. And when I have set that aside, thinking it was a less important layer, my experiences in the mental, emotional, and spiritual were not sustaining. And they sustain when I attend to the physical. So it's just come.
We came to be embodied. Like we are embodied beings. Like we're a human being. Like we're on this earth in bodies. And so it's where it begins and ends. Like care for the temple every step of the way. Every step of the way. And I love yoga. I've been teaching and studying yoga for decades, and it tends to be a little more complicated. Even Tai Chi, it tends to be a little bit more complicated. And Qigong is like, it's such a brilliant access point because it's simple and it's immediate, and 10 or 15 minutes can completely shift everything.
And it's really interesting. You can, if you ever have watched someone do, whether you've known it was qigong or tai chi, it doesn't matter. You were probably attuned to, oh, I think that's qigong or tai chi because of the fluid movements and flowy. And one of the many things I love about qigong is that the simplest foundational practices are very strength building, like surprisingly so. They're very grounding because it's not like fast and vigorous. And many of us, because our minds are so busy and active, and there's so much, vying for our attention throughout the day, that the qigong is not just grounding for the body; it's grounding for the mind, and it really brings you into the potency of your beautiful human grace. It's a very beautiful and powerful practice. And it doesn't have to be complicated at all. And your form doesn't have to be perfect. Like we literally will not be correcting your form or making any suggestions like that. We'll answer any questions. How we love teaching and sharing qigong is affording you access, supportive and caring access to direct experiences of the potency of qigong, such that the poses are the practices and routines are so lovely. If you want to bring your gaze inward and close your eyes, you're not going to fall over, right? It's not complex, and it really is like a moving meditation. So for anyone who thinks, oh my gosh, I can't meditate, like that just doesn't work out for me, you can do this. This is an incredible starting point. And we share what we know works and what has made enormous life-changing benefit in our lives, in our own physical bodies, our minds, our emotions, and in our spirits. Like that's why we show up and share this. That's why we are like your cheerleaders for learning Qigong.
100% cheerleaders.
Yeah, it's good soul nourishing medicine.
So just come. So it's a 15-minute session at noon Eastern time tomorrow, and we have a recording. We won't be recording this for replay, and we made one separately if you can't attend live. So drop your email at learnqigong.com, and I can't wait to see many of you.
Yeah. Thanks, friends. Thanks for joining us on this live, or thank you for listening to the replay of this, and we really look forward to see you on Saturday at noon.
Bye for now.
Have a sweet evening, friends. Bye-bye.